Thanks, Adelmi. We do have a first alert weather day in effect for South Central today, and then into our Friday, it will be both South Central as well as the interior. We've got a warm and wet Pacific storm. It's moving south to north through the state. This is bringing a push of warmer air, which is also going to lead to several impacts. Wind, snow, freezing rain, yes, even some sleet will be possible. And these impacts will be felt from South Central through the interior as well as through western and southwest Alaska, while southeast will actually be on the drier side, thanks in large part to that ridge of high pressure, which is actually directing all of that moisture here in South Central, where we're already tapping into some of that snow, as well as some rain along coastal areas out towards Kodiak. That transition from snow to rain has been underway through the overnight hours. But you can see the extent of that cloud coverage and moisture extending well into the Pacific Ocean, just north of Hawaii, where we are tapping into that moisture. And it's going to continue to build in through the remainder of today. So significant warming trend taking hold across the state. And this will lead to some issues across South Central here over the next couple of days. You can see a multitude of weather alerts from high wind warnings along the Anchorage hillside, as well as higher elevations of Eagle River as you head out towards coastal areas of the Kenai. We've got flood advisories, and then, of course, winter storm warnings and winter weather advisories across South Central as well. Now, when it comes to those winter storm warnings, for those to sit in the valley, that's until Friday evening. We could see up to 2 feet of snowfall with some freezing rain for locations south of Talkeetna. And then as you head out towards Thompson Pass, we've also got the potential for 8 to 30 inches of snow accumulation, with the potential we could see about 2/10 of an inch of ice accumulation with gusts to 50 miles per hour. So we are going to favor some gusty conditions across South Central today and into our Friday. Now, for your Thursday, at least the first half of your Thursday, we'll begin to see snow for the first part of the day. Heaviest on the Kenai Peninsula and through areas of southwest Alaska. And then as those temperatures begin to ramp up through the day, into the afternoon and evening hours, we'll begin to see that snow turning to freezing rain along the Kenai. Winds will gust about 45, 50 miles per hour across most of South Central, while the hillside will see winds up to 85 miles per hour. Then as we welcome in Friday, this is where we'll see some of the bigger impacts for Anchorage and into the valley, as rain and freezing rain will be likely. Those high winds continue through at least the afternoon hours. And then by Friday evening, we begin to dry out as that storm does clear. But those impacts on the roadways will continue into the weekend. So rain and snow already with us across South Central. There it is out towards Kodiak, where that transition has already been underway. Again, be prepared for winds to increase through the day. Western parts of the Kenai through the Anchorage Bowl and lower parts of the Matanuska Valley, we'll see a period of dry conditions through today for several hours, thanks in large part to our rain shadow. Now, after about late afternoon into the evening, we'll begin to see some steady precipitation building back in across that rain shadow area. But you can see western parts of the Kenai already beginning to deal with some of that rain into the evening hours. Overnight into tomorrow, we'll begin to see that push of warmer air building into Anchorage and lower parts of the valley. This is where we'll see that rain, freezing rain, and sleet mixing in with that snowfall, which will eat into our snow accumulation chances. Right now, it looks likely that Anchorage could see anywhere from 1 to 5 inches of snow accumulation, depending on how much wintry mix and freezing rain we see. That will eat into our snowfall totals. And with the amount of warm weather that we're going to see, I'm going on the lower side with that snowfall total. So probably about 1 to 2 inches for Anchorage, with higher amounts into the valley as well as out towards Thompson Pass and Prince William Sound. We dry out into Friday evening, and then by Saturday morning, we may be clipped across the Kenai for some light snow showers, but shouldn't cause any impacts outside of those ongoing road conditions that will remain with us. Additionally, we'll also see some heavy rainfall for coastal areas. There is a flood advisory out towards areas of the southern Kenai where we are expected to see some flooding concerns. You can see up to 5+ inches of rainfall will be possible for coastal areas. We still will see some snowfall for at least today, and then as that warm push arrives overnight into tomorrow, that's where coastal areas will really tap into that rainfall potential. So a lot of impacts ongoing across South Central here over the next couple of days. We've also got a backcountry avalanche warning, high avalanche danger at all elevations. We've got weak layers that are buried a few feet deep in the mountains, and this next incoming storm is going to stress and put a stressor on that weak layer and really test that weak layer when it comes to that avalanche warning that we do have. So first alerting you for Thursday and Friday. Today, largely snow for areas north of the Kenai, but the Kenai, you will begin to see that transition throughout the day from snow to a freezing rain mix. As far as what we're going to see through the interior, light snow showers build in through the day. We're also going to be watching areas along and southeast of Fairbanks, where we'll see a chance that we could see some localized areas of rain mixing in as we welcome in your Friday. So we'll be watching for that as temperatures tomorrow are set to warm into the 20s, if not 30s for parts of the interior. We're also watching winds gusting as high as 60 to 80 miles per hour as you head through the Alaska range, more so out towards Windy Pass as well as Isabel Pass. So be prepared for some of those higher winds to be expected. And much like South Central into the weekend, we'll see much drier conditions, although we could see some localized areas of light snow, if not wintry mix, sticking around. We'll pick up a couple to several inches of snow accumulation, of course, higher amounts as you head north of the Steese Highway and northwest of Fairbanks, as well as through the Alaska range. The heart of the interior will likely see about 2 to 5 inches of that snow accumulation, of course, on the lower side for Fairbanks, due to that chance that we'll see some rain and freezing rain mixing in. 26 degrees Friday. There is an outside chance we could warm near freezing into your Friday. You can see Saturday, Sunday, we dry out. Really into next week, we dry out with some sunshine returning. Martin Luther King Day, you can see a high of 17 degrees. We drop back down near 0 by Wednesday. Take it easy on the roads, though, through the close of this week into the weekend, as any rain falling on that snow will lead to icy conditions.